that everything has changed. He still says he loves me, but now he looks away. And more than that, he says less and less each day. He's telling me goodbye, a little at a time. I can see it in his eyes, feel it in his touch. I hear it in his voice, but he don't say much. In the quiet moments after we make love, he's telling me goodbye, a little at a time. If he believes by slowly letting go, somehow it doesn't show, he's wrong. No way for him to hide what's going on. I know. He might get away with lying to himself, but I know him better than anyone else. He won't admit it, but his heart's already left. He's telling me goodbye, a little at a time. No way for him to hide what's going on. I know.
Howdy, folks. Welcome out to the second day of the Carpenters Campers 9th Annual White Sands Music Festival. How are we doing today? Did we hear some quality bluegrass yesterday or what? Man, we got just as much or more in store today. So I hope you guys are excited. Ken, you can kill that track if you want to kill that thing. There you go. Thank you. I'm going to start this show like I do every show with a prayer and a pledge. If you're able, I'd like to ask you to please stand and join me for that. We'll start with a prayer, and then afterwards we'll say our pledge to this flag over to my right, your left. Join me if you would, please. Father, we come to you this weekend, God, just thankful that you've given us a place to come and enjoy each other's fellowship and freedom. And, God, for those that have traveled this weekend, we just thank you for them and pray that you'd be with them on their journey back next week and this weekend. Father, we ask a special blessing on those on our prayer request list in the back. And for those that aren't here today, we know that you know the need, Father, and we ask that you'd intervene for them and just be in their presence. God, we thank you for the food you've given us and that you will give us this festival. And, Lord, we just pray for our military men and women who can't be here because they're fighting for our freedom day and night so we can sleep in peace back home. We're so thankful for them. And for all our guests, Lord, and we just pray you be with this band and help everybody to do their best for these folks. We ask these things in the precious name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you may be seated. All right, we got anybody first time that wasn't here yesterday? Anybody first time to the Opry? Okay, I think everybody's pretty familiar with everything here, so welcome out. We're glad to have y'all. Want to tell you briefly before we get started right now about some of our normal shows. We're open every Friday and Saturday. You can come out and catch us. We open at 4:30 on Friday and Saturday. Serve dinner, some of the same dinner that you had last night and that you will have tonight. We serve that from 4:30 to 7 o'clock. Then beginning at 7 o'clock, the Sawmill Band performs from 7 to 9, and that's classic country music. So if you enjoy classic country music, I encourage you to come out and catch the band on a Friday or Saturday night. And we're here every weekend, so if you guys want to come out and check us out, we'd love to have you and have you out for dinner. You can get on our website and find out information about our shows. If you want to find out what's for dinner on the weekend, we post it right there on the left-hand side of the page early in the week, so you can get on there and make plans and figure out which night's the fried catfish. I know a lot of people put priority on that, right? So you can find out what night we're going to have what and make plans to come on out during the weekend. Speaking of our website, we are streaming these shows live, and we stream them live every Friday and Saturday, but the entire festival is live on our website at farmersopry.com. If you've got one of these little schedules here that I've got on my paper that you picked up in the back, the website's at the bottom. If you have friends you want them to watch, give them a call. Let them know that we're broadcasting these shows. You can also tell them that these shows will be archived and online for them to watch next week if they're interested, or if you want to go back and see some of these good bands, or if you guys want to see how good you sounded, you can go back and check that out too, all right? That's on our website there. Check that out. A few people asking about the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is up inside and outside and over in the campground. There's a couple of different connections, so help yourself to that. And dinner tonight, again, 4:30. We'll be serving dinner right here in the dining room. Just go right in there, and they have your tickets for sale. And just a quick note about talking in the auditorium while the bands are playing. We ask if you want to have a conversation, you can just walk right out to the back there and chat, and just try to keep it quiet in here for the folks that are enjoying the show. We got quite a few vendors. I walked around and talked to a few of them yesterday, and today we've got a new one today. It's apron strings and cute things out front there. I found me a nice bathing suit I want to buy. I'm just kidding. They've got some good stuff out there. A lot of for you Auburn and Alabama and Florida fans, they've got a lot of neat stuff out there. Y'all go check them out. And just nice folks out there. And then, of course, Linda's Treats over here. My buddy Brian out back, he's got some really good stuff, some different candies and fudges. And, man, that's all my wife talked about all day yesterday. So stop out there and check those folks out. But right now, I had a chance to talk to these gentlemen just before the show here. They come to us all the way from Baldwin County over in the Eastern Shore area. Looking forward to hearing them. They've been a band since 2000. They've got some CDs for sale, and I know they'd appreciate the gas money. So y'all check them out. They've got the CDs with them. You can check out their website at wayfarersmusic.net. They also have a Facebook page, and on their website you'll find their schedule and where they're at. In fact, they told me they're going to be at St. Mary's Catholic Church at the Crawfish and Bluegrass Extravaganza next week. Is that right? Tomorrow. Well, that sounds good. Don't go over there. Stay here, okay? All right. Forget I said that. I'm kidding. Y'all may welcome my friends from Baldwin County, the Wayfarers.
You ought to see my Cindy, she lives way down south. She's so sweet, the honeybees swarm around her mouth. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Every time that Cindy passed, she'd take a bite of me. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. I wished I had a needle as fine as I could sew. I'd sew that gal to my shirt tail and down the road I'd go. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. My Cindy had to kiss me, she hung her head and cried. Said I was the prettiest thing that ever lived or died. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Get along home, Cindy, Cindy, I'll marry you someday.
Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love. Bound to go away. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose and eyes as dark as brown. She's the darling of my heart, sweetest little thing in town. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. I wish I had me a big fine horse, corn to feed him on. Shady Grove to stay at home, feed him when I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. First time I saw Shady Grove, she was standing by the door, shoes and stockings in her hand, little bare feet on the floor. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. And when I was a little bitty boy, I wanted a Barlow knife. Now I want little Shady Grove, say she'll be my wife. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. Come on now. Well, it's peaches in the summertime and apples in the fall. If I can't have the one I love, won't have none at all. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away. Now a kiss from pretty little Shady Grove, sweet as brandy wine. Ain't no girl in this whole world prettier than mine. Shady Grove, my little love. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, bound to go away.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. We are really, really, really happy to be here today and glad to see all your smiling faces out there. And we'll get it kicked off today. It's always good to be the first band, even though you're kind of the guinea pig for the sound guy. But you get, you don't have to worry about doing a song someone else already did today. So, at least for this set. We'll be back at 6:45, and we'll see then how many other bands' songs we copy. So we're going to carry on now with one written by Mr. Bill Monroe. Back in the day, I read on the internet that he had written 74 instrumentals before he wrote this song with lyrics. I assume that's true, seeing that I read it on the internet. And it goes like this. Waltzing that night in Kentucky beneath the beautiful harvest moon, and I was the boy that was lucky, but it all ended too soon. And as I sit here as I sit here alone in the moonlight, I see your smiling face, and I long once more for your embrace and the beautiful Kentucky waltz. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate that. We're going to carry on here with one that's going to feature our dobro player, and he's going to sing and play some hot licks on that thing. And y'all give it up for Mr. Richie Parsons on the dobro.
Well, Papa was a hobo when they delivered me. We didn't have no doctor 'cause we couldn't afford the fee. And when the going got tough, to ease his misery, Papa played the dobro this way. When other fellers came around, he kept the dobro hid. He knew he couldn't play the way those other fellers did. His guitar resonator was a gallon bucket lid. But Papa loved that dobro anyway. And it went. was gone and the dobro is hanging on the flue. It'll never sound the way it did when it was new. The resonator is busted and the strings are rusted through. But Papa loved that dobro anyway. And it went.
Thank you there, good doctor. You girls ready? There's an old church in the town where I grew up, and I went there till I was all but grown. It's where I met the Lord, and I was blessed assured it always will be my home church. And it always seemed to be such a big place, till I went back there in my later years. It's like the place had shrunk, but I had just grown up. It always will be my home church. And I was singing those old hymns on the front row, with my mother standing right there next to me. Ah, the memories it brings of all the little things. It always will be my home church. Prayer meeting, Sunday school, and training union. We went to church at least 3 times a week. At vacation Bible school, where the great Kool-Aid was cool. It always will be my home church. And I was singing those old hymns on the front row, with my mother standing right there next to me. Ah, the memories it brings of all the little things. It always will be my home church. Well, the old church is still there in the same place, though the people often seem to pass it by. The numbers may be few, but you can make your life brand new right there at my old home church. And I was singing those old hymns on the front row, with my mother standing right there next to me. Ah, the memories it brings of all the little things. It always will be my home church. Ah, the memories it brings of all the little things. It always will be my home church. Thank you all a lot. We appreciate that. Jeremy mentioned that we had some CDs for sale. We don't have a table or anything to put them on. We can't afford that, so we just carry them. We carry them in a bag somewhere around here. So, and y'all just see us after the show. We'll be here all day. And you can see any of us, and we'll get you hooked up if you'd like to have one. That song actually is one that's on there. That's an original tune I wrote a few years back. I saw a few smiles when the great Kool-Aid line came up. So some of y'all are Baptists and went to Vacation Bible School, or maybe not necessarily Baptists, but you went to Vacation Bible School. You had that great Kool-Aid and those Jack's cookies. I know you remember those. So anyway, this is another tune coming up here that Kevin wrote that's also on our CD. And I will introduce him, as I already said his name. Y'all give it up for Mr. Kevin O'Hara right here.
Nothing that I see ever never satisfied. Not one thing I hear helps to ease my troubled mind. Folks, they come and go like the turn of a page. There's nothing really new under the sun anyway. Hear me when I say all you need is love. Love will find a way. Forever's in my heart, but I still chase the wind. And all these talking heads, I don't think they're my friends. Well, love does no wrong in my heart or on my mind. Love is a light in our hearts, so let it shine. Hear me when I say all you need is love. Love will find a way. And I remember when they sang, all you need is love. Love will find a way.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate it. All righty. We're going to do one that's new to us. We kind of just learned it in the past week. Some of you might recognize it if you're fans of the Seldom Scene. This is one that they did and kind of made popular. It's called Wait a Minute. Wait a minute. Did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it. I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Doing the road, get the music done and move along. What good does it do? Play your songs for her and hear her say, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Life's been good to you, and even so, she comes to you late at nights to time. You hear her say once again, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Waiting for you 30 days and nights without a rest. I gotta hold on, 25 to go, and once again I'll hear her say, wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love. Wait a minute, did I hear you say you're going far away again? Try to change it, I can't take the lonely nights without your love.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, the next song we have coming is another original tune written by Steve Bauer, our mandolin player. Y'all give it up for Steve, please. Baldwin County Moon.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
that that's just what I meant. You were the one for me, the only one for me, 'cause you were heaven sent. What would I do without you? I don't know where I would be. What would I do without you with me? Well, it's been a long while since we walked down that aisle, but it seems like yesterday. I love you, my friend, my very best friend. I just can't count the ways. What would I do without you? I don't know where I would be. What would I do without you with me? What would I do without you? I don't know where I would be. What would I do without you with me? Thank you so much. That one's on the CD too, if you enjoyed that one. And I have to say something. I think you kind of know you're kind of in a groove with the song you're doing when the fans are actually in time. I saw a few of them out there, so that's pretty cool.
All right. Well, the girls all dance with the boys from the city, but they don't care to dance with me. Now it ain't my fault that the fields are muddy and the red clay stains my feet. Well, it's under my nails and it's under my collar and it shows on my Sunday clothes. Though I do my best with the soap and water, well, the danged old dirt won't go. But when I pass through the pearly gates, will my gown be gold instead, or just a red clay robe with red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head? Well, it's under my nails and it's under my collar and it shows on my Sunday clothes. Till the trees and leaves and cows are the color of the dirt on the mountainside. But when I pass through the pearly gates, will my gown be gold instead, or just a red clay robe with red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head? Come on, Rick. Now the Jordan's banks, they red and muddy, and the rolling water is wide. But I got no boat, so I'll be good and muddy when I get to the other side. But when I pass through the pearly gates, will my gown be gold instead, or just a red clay robe with red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head? I'll take that red clay robe with red clay wings and a red clay halo for my head.
Billy was a fighting, drinking man. The devil never better friend. Mary Johnson was an angel, bless her heart. We all cried when she fell for Billy Sparks. She found a man no one knew was there. All it took was 2 wings and a prayer. Mary Johnson is a saint, heaven knows. She's proved it 7 Sundays in a row. 7 Sundays in a row he's been in church. A little hard to recognize in his tiny starched white shirt. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul, but God's won 7 Sundays in a row. Sometimes we all stumble and we fall. There's a little Billy Sparks inside us all. But as long as we believe, there's always hope. More than 7 Sundays in a row. 7 Sundays in a row he's been in church. A little hard to recognize in his tiny starched white shirt. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul, but God's won 7 Sundays in a row. There's a battle raging in his troubled soul. God's won 7 Sundays in a row.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Well, we can't let the set go by without introducing our bass player on this funny-looking bass. Everybody's been going, what in the heck? Anyway, y'all give it up for Mr. Larry Harms with the backbeat here. Doing a fine job. So we're going to do a couple more for you, and there's a whole ton of good music coming up. And I'm going to go ahead and say this now, and I'll say it again at our second set. Whoever was the one that put us coming up next time after Blue Moon Rising, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I know those cats. That's going to be a tough one. So anyway, we're going to do another newer one for us here. This is one off of Alison Krauss's new album. And y'all get to hear Kevin do his Alison Krauss impersonation. No, I'm just kidding. It's one that Dan Tominski sings on there. It's called On the Outside Looking In.
Well, you closed the door in front of me. I wait patiently outside. And as the minutes tick away, I feel my anger rise. And who's the object of my rage and who's not being fair? Is it you for your indifference, me for just standing there? And in my mind, that room beyond is bathed in golden light. Well, I dream about you through the day and I toss and turn at night. Sometimes it's hard to understand when they say that pride's a sin. Should I go? Should I stay on the outside looking in? Well, I didn't make the grade today, but I'm not the only one. Well, my heart won't stop hurting. I'm feeling so alone. And maybe we'll trade places in some not so distant year. I hear your voice calling out and cover up my ears. 'Cause in my mind that room beyond is bathed in golden light. Well, I dream about you through the day and I toss and turn at night. Sometimes it's hard to understand when they say that pride's a sin. Should I go? Should I stay on the outside looking in? Well, I could brag on the things I've done or the places I have been, but I've never found a cure for on the outside looking in. Sometimes it's hard to understand when they say that pride's a sin. Should I go? Should I stay on the outside looking in?
Thank y'all very much for coming out. We appreciate it. A lot of good music coming up, so stick around. We'll be back at 6:45, I believe it is, and we'll have a whole new set of stuff to mess up. So y'all come on out and you have a good time with us. We're going to close it out here with one a little bit slower song. This is one we had a request for, but we're going to do it anyway. It's called Poor Boy's Delight. Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday night. There's a chill in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly? To an old fiddle tune, played soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Dance with me, Molly. Do you think it'd be wrong if you let down your hair, let 'em play us a song? Come and dance with me, Molly. You got nothing to lose but to dance off the soles of your old dancing shoes. To dance off the soles of your old dancing shoes. Dance with me, Molly. Ain't I doing this right? fine and you're fair. You're a poor boy's delight. You're from North Carolina. Are you from Virginia? I see. The devil would die if you danced one with me. The devil would die if you danced one with me. Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday night. There's a chill in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly? To an old fiddle tune, played soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June.
Let's hear it for
Thank
the
you all. Appreciate it.
Wayfarers.
Thank you very much.
Great job, guys. That's good music right there, folks. Guys, that was pretty good for a few old boys from Baldwin County, I'm going to tell you what. How about another hand for the Wayfarers, y'all? Great job tonight. Ken just told me he's from Baldwin County. That explains a lot right there. Hey, that's all right. Good. Well, hope y'all having a good time at the Carpenters Campers 9th Annual White Sands Music Festival. We know we got a lot of good stuff on the way. I'm looking at the schedule right now, and coming up right now, the True Grass Band's making their way to the stage, and then at 2:30 we'll have Blue Moon Rising again. You guys had a chance to hear from them twice yesterday. At 3:15, Continental Divide, and then at 4 o'clock, Southern Gentlemen, and then, of course, at 4:30 dinner. But if you can't wait till dinner, we've got plenty of stuff to snack on. We got a picture on the screen right now of some of our root beer floats, and if you want to get one of those, we got some of those for sale in the dining room. Those are $2.50 a piece, so you can go pick you up one of those if you want. Plenty of other snacks in there, cookies, candy, all kinds of stuff. So help yourself. Plenty of stuff for sale in our concession stand right now. And also don't forget to check out our little country store we've got over there. We've also got a booth outside. I want to go about there and check that out. And I showed you guys some of the items from yesterday. Selling a lot of these little redneck switchblades. These are popsicle sticks and switchblades that make great gifts, especially for any rednecks in your family. So, yeah, check those out. Those are $1 a piece. And then we still got some chicken poop chapstick remaining. If you got a problem licking your lips, it's 100% pure, free-range chicken poop chapstick. You can get you a tube of that, guaranteed to make you stop licking your lips or your money back. That's a guarantee we got right here at the Opry House. So pick you up a tube of that stuff outside. And then, of course, last night everybody had a chance to try out our Opry roast. We had some roast pork butt last night. This is some of the pork rub that we use on those roasts. So it's $3.75 for a box of that right there, and that'll last you a while. I told them last night we used to call it butt rub, but people got confused, so we changed it to just pork rub. So we got some of that for sale in there. So check that out. It's in our country store in there in the corner of the dining room. Stop by there and check that out sometime, and a lot of good stuff. Don't forget dinner's at 4:30, and I've already mentioned some of the snacks that you can get in our dining room between now and then. Hey, coming up in October 4, 5, and 6 is our Classic Country Music Festival. It's a big 3-day event, very similar to the White Sands Music Festival. A little bit different tones, though. We've got classic country music scheduled for that weekend. Some world-famous guitarists and different artists coming in from Nashville that weekend. And we'll have the campsites prepared just like they are this weekend. That's October 4, 5, and 6. We'll have Charlie McCoy here from the TV show Hee Haw. He'll be performing on harmonica and leading the group. We'll have Brent Mason from Nashville, Tennessee, one of the world's famous guitarists up there. He plays on a lot of studio work, does a lot of work for just about anybody you hear on the radio these days, he's playing guitar for them. And then, of course, several others from up that way will be down here picking in that $1 Million Band, as we call it. October 4, 5, and 6. On October 6th will be our Classic Country Car Show. So if you've got a classic car that you'd like to enter in, go ahead and tie it behind your $5 million motorhome and drag it down here and join us for that weekend. It'll be a lot of fun. I picked on them yesterday. Somebody said it wasn't good enough to have a $5 million motorhome. They drug a boat behind that thing. Had 2 4-wheelers, a boat, a kayak, a motorhome, and they live in a shack. No, I'm kidding. That's good stuff, though. Ken's going to get this group ready. We had a little bit of trouble last night. Oh, Harry, Harry organized this thing. He said he got mugged last night leaving here. He said he walked out and 2 girls, young girls, went up there and cornered him and started patting him down. Said, I know he's got some money. Get the money from him. And the other girl said, well, I can't find nothing. So she patted him down, too. And he said, well, search him again. I know he's got something. He said, well, I ain't got nothing, but if you do that again, I'll write you a check. That was out there. Watch yourself when you leave tonight. You don't ever know what you're going to run into up there. So keep your eye open. You never know what happens out here in the country. What's say, boys? Y'all doing all right? Boy, look how sharp they look in them red shirts. Isn't that sharp right there? That's the first matching group we've had all weekend right there. I guarantee you. I thought Rod was colorblind. I didn't know he could see red like that. That's good. All right, good. Yeah, y'all go ahead and get your monitors straight. I'll sit here and jab for a while. I'm good at that. Watch it. My Aunt Frida over there, she got a little trouble last week. She fell off the porch and hit her head. My Uncle Ed was there with her when it happened after church, and they called the ambulance, and he said, well, what happened? He said, well, she just fell off the edge of the porch and hit her head back there. He said, well, she okay? He said, well, I don't know. She's laid up there in the yard. He said, well, we'll come send an ambulance. Where you live? What's your address? He said, 307 Eucalyptus Street. He said, well, could you spell that? He said, hang on, I'm going to see if I can drag her over to Oak Street. That's my family for you.
Check.
Now come and live. Rod, you sound great right here, man. I can't hear a thing.
Appreciate you. Hey, y'all want to try yours?
Check 1 2. Check.
Well, come and see.
Check 1 2.
Sounds all right.
Check.
Best thing sound anyway.
If y'all haven't got one of these schedules yet, make sure you pick one up in the back. We got tomorrow lined out. Rhonda's here 2 times at 3:15 and 9 o'clock, so looking forward to those shows. You guys good to go up here? That sounds a yes if I ever heard it. This band's been together it's their 3rd year here at the White Sands Music Festival. They got a few CDs with them. Stop and see them in the back if you want to pay for their gas while they drove over here. From Pensacola, they got a Facebook page. Y'all check out their Facebook page when you get some time. Also online at truegrass.webs.com. And they're going to start playing at Nichols Seafood over here in Milton in May, sounds like. So that's great news. Looking forward to that. All the way from the big town of Pensacola, y'all give it up for my friends True Grass.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the tree down the 7 Bridges Road. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. I got a girl to speak to me. She lives down in Tennessee. Oh, Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. I've been around her all my life, all that's left is just one wife. Oh, Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Fishing pole, old Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Oh, rock by my Sarah Jane. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. Nothing to do but sit around and sing. Rock by my Sarah Jane. I'm ready. She pulled out Mobile in the pouring rain, moving through the dark days like a hurricane. From southern Gulfport water to the Cumberland's green, Louisville and Nashville, all boats in between. Pounding out a rhythm, making up lost time, headed for that bluegrass city line. White smoke rolling, whistle a blowing, listen during and keep it time. Kentucky borderline. street, singing of the pain. No one is gonna stop her from her appointed round. This train is moving on 240 pounds. Light smoke rolling, whistle blowing, listen to it, you keep it high. Kentucky borderline. The lungs are full of fire, breathing burning coal, a raging locomotion like thunder when it blows, singing for the mighty who cast the molten seal, who drove the spike laid rail right beneath the wheel. Pride of the nation, she's the monument to them, a southern belle that mighty Helen. Fire smoke rolling, whistle blowing, listen to her and you keep in time. Kentucky borderline. Fire smoke rolling, whistle blowing, listen to her and you keep in time. Kentucky borderline, Kentucky borderline. We're so glad to be here. I want to introduce our most wisest member of the group down here, the wisest member.
That's not what he usually says.
His name is Mr. Milton Harden, and isn't he doing a great job tonight? He said it was a lot easier to get older than it was to get wiser. He also was a 2-mule plowboy. You know, he plowed a 16-inch turning plow, so he had to have 2 mules.
That's right.
So he told me again, he said, Rod, he said, I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it. Well, he's going to sing us a good one right here about how the old folks are at home.
Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. I wonder if they miss me when I'm gone. I wonder if they pray for the boy who went away, who left his dear old parents all alone. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I've grown. You could almost hear them cry as they kiss the boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Just a village and a homestead on the farm. A mother's love to keep you from all harm. You could almost hear her cry when they let the boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. You can hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You can see the fields of bluegrass where I've grown. You could almost hear them cry and kiss the boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. hear them cry, kiss the boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. You could almost hear them cry, kiss the boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Thank you. Oh, Milton, he's been a little under the weather, and he asked me to, make some apologies for him. But he's usually making apologies for me, and now I'm having to make some for him. But we appreciate him being with him this morning. He's been down with a cold, and we certainly do appreciate him. And like I say, he's doing a great job. And to my right here is Dr. Stephen Hundley, the cardiologist from Milton, Florida. Excuse me, is that cardiologist or cardiologist? Well, you know how it is. We're not, But isn't he doing a great job on that mandolin tonight and singing?
I thought was coming down with what Rod had 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not afraid of that. He took some, what do you call it? No.
I can't remember. Take a reverse dose or something.
He took a dose of preparation H, and he took it backwards, and he broke out with a noxema. I'm afraid that's what I don't have.
I thought that was the only way you could take it was backwards. This one right here is called White Freightliner. Go down on the highway, listen to the big trucks whine. Go down on the highway, listen to the big trucks whine. Oh, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Friends have died. Bad news from Houston, half my friends have died. Oh, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, people there that treat you kind. Oh, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where I came. Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where I came. Oh, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my grain? Oh, white Freightliner, won't you steal away my brain? Down here on the end is Mr. Gary McMillan on the banjo, and isn't he doing a great job tonight? And right beside him, all the way from Michigan, is our bass player, Mr. Eric Norling, and isn't he doing a great job? And Eric's going to kick us off one right here. If we were up north, it'd be perfect. It's called Sled Ride.
Okay, just about every. Yeah, this one right here has got to go from Mr. Doc Harris, and he requested this one special over here, and Milton does this fine job on this one. It's called "Feeling Mighty Fine."
I told him I didn't know if I was going to be able to do that out here, but he said if I didn't try, he might cut me out of the wheel, so I'm going to try it.
But he usually gets a couple of ovations on this one, so any of you that need to go to the bathroom, wait till it's over.
How you doing, Ken? Joanne? Well, I woke up this morning feeling fine. I woke up with heaven on my mind. I woke up with joy in my soul, 'cause I knew my Lord had control. I knew I was walking in the light, 'cause I've been on my knees in the night. And I prayed to the Lord for a sign, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know? I want to go where the mystic and I know there's a light always shines down inside the heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. We've been walking with Jesus all the time. We're walking and talking as we climb. We're traveling a road to the sky, where I know I'll live when I die. He's been telling me all about that land, and he tells me that everything is grand. And he says that a home will be mine, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know I want to go where the mystic and honey flows. There's a light always shines down inside the heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and now I'm feeling mighty fine. Well, I'm feeling mighty fine. I've got heaven on my mind. Don't you know I want to go where the mystic and honey flows. There's a light always shines down inside this heart of mine. I've got heaven on my mind, and now feeling mighty This old boy over here does a good job on this song here as he does on most of the songs. And most of you know him. He's the other Rod Stewart. He said he's the one that don't make the big money. But I think he had to pay $10,000 taxes this year, so he must have made some. In addition to what they've been taking out on him. No, he's going to sing Sunny Side of the Mountain. He does a good job on that. We're going to try not to mess him up. Me and Steve over there.
forget about me, darling, while I'm growing old and gray. Won't forget all the promises you gave me, and so I'll be waiting on the hillside where the wild red roses grow, on the sunny side of the mountain where the waters flow. Forget about the days recorded many years ago. Don't forget all the promises you gave me, and so I'll be waiting on the hillside when the day you will call, on the sunny side of the mountain where the waters flow. Please answer, little darling, tell me where you can be. It's been so long since I've seen you, but the love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though I love Paris so. Okay, this will be our last one, and okay, we're going to do Big Spike Hammer. Talk me into it. I'm the best hammer swinger in this bag section day. Big Bill Johnson is my name. For this hammer that I swing, for $1.50 a day, it's all for my little lady. Hey, hey, little maid, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, little maid, I'll get even someday. I've been lots of places, not much I ain't done. There's still a lot of things treat me this way? Hey, hey, Delaney, I'll get even someday. Hey, hey, Delaney, why do you treat me this way? Hey, hey, Delaney, I'll get even someday. Big spike hammer, big spike hammer.
Let's hear it for the boys of True Grass. Rod, you guys sounded great, man. Wasn't that great music right there? Hey, you got to show them your iPad. Turn that around. Check out. This is the neatest song list I've ever seen in my life. Check that out right there. Boy, it's high tech right there, ain't it? That's fancy right there. One more hand for True Grass, y'all. Everybody having a good time at the 9th annual Carpenters Campers White Sands Music Fest? We just getting things started, folks. We got a whole pile of bands coming up tonight. Yeah, we got Blue Moon Rising coming up right now, then Continental Divide at 3:15, 4 o'clock Southern Gentlemen, and then dinner at 4:30. And everybody's seen what we had last night. Tonight we got another great meal in front of us tonight. Tonight we got smokehouse chicken, we got country fried pork steaks tonight. Doesn't that sound good right there? Woo, macaroni and cheese, peas and beans, fried okra and rolls, and that same cake dessert. Tonight we got chocolate cake dessert. Last night we had strawberry. Boy, it looks good. I've been back there sampling all afternoon. Well, I want to tell y'all briefly, I mentioned earlier about our normal shows. I want to encourage you to come back on Fridays and Saturdays to hear the Sawmill Band along with Kelton French and James Broxson every Friday and Saturday night. And Chloe Chanel's here with us in the band. She's 10 years old, been in our band for a little over 3.5 years. She's a seasoned veteran at 10 years old. So I told them yesterday we're so proud of her. She's the first one of us to make it to the 4th grade. So we're so proud of that right there. She does a great job with us. So, hey, quickly, I got a schedule change for tomorrow night. If you've got your little schedule card there with you, a couple of notes to make right there. We've got at 7:30, I think it says on the schedule for tomorrow night, we have Hurricane Creek. That actually should say High Cotton again tomorrow at 7:30. And then at 8:15, there's a band not listed, and that's Hurricane Creek. So just slide them down to the 8:15 slot and put High Cotton at 7:30, and then, of course, Rhonda Vincent tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And if you forget that, let's see. If you forget that, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, I've been trying to go out and check out our vendors out here, y'all. I want y'all to know what's out here. I know we want to stay in here and enjoy the cool air, but just want to tell you about some of our vendors out there. And I went to see one a second ago. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Has anybody seen these Scentsy things? Has anybody seen? They're pretty cool, right? Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Scentsy makes sense, right? So if you've got a motorhome, these are great. What they are is basically like a candle without a flame. So if you got a motorhome and you got a husband that stinks, these are great right here. You can just plug these in, and you can buy these little things you put in the top. You buy little smell good things right there, and it melts them, and then you can remelt them. But anyway, that's pretty cool. If you don't want to burn down your motorhome, that works pretty good right there. So stop out there and see Haley. She's got the booth. In fact, you can go out there and buy some of the Farmer's Opry stuff in her booth out there. She's got the T-shirts that I'm wearing right now. She's also got the chicken poop chapstick that folks have been asking about, and some of those little switchblades and all kinds of different stuff. So stop out there and see her sometime today before you guys head back to your motorhome, and just talk to her, see what kind of cool stuff she has, and I know she sure would appreciate that. Now, this band behind me has been here already. It'll be their third appearance here at the Opry for this festival, and they were here last year and the year before and did a tremendous job last night. How many of y'all saw them yesterday? Anybody see Blue? Yeah. Good news, guys. They came back for more. That's good. That's good right there. Yeah, go ahead. Check them monitors out. Yeah, we'll be going all the way to 9 o'clock tonight. Continental Divide will be back at 9 o'clock. The band you just heard, True Grass, will be back at 7:30 tonight. So if you want to hear them again, just being here at 7:30. And then, of course, Blue Moon Rising, who's on the stage right now, will be back in here at 6 o'clock, right after dinner tonight. So 4:30 is dinner, and I read the menu off to you again. Smokehouse chicken, country fried pork steaks on the menu. So make plans to ease in the dining room at 4:30 tonight for dinner. Hopefully y'all didn't eat too many root beer floats and get full. All right.
Go ahead and start with the banjo again, please. Bring it on up into the monitors. How you guys down there on banjo?
I could probably use a touch more.
Probably need some more.
Yeah, there you go.
I believe you got that lick down right there.
Just a hair more in his monitor if you could.
Hey, we got a sign-up list for the Classic Country Music Festival in the back. 3-day event in October. If you want to get on our mail out, we've got those back there in the back.
Guitar monitor, please.
Write your name on that tan list, and we'll get you some information about that festival coming up in October.
A little bit more. That'll be good. Check 1 2 1 2. That's good on the vocal right there.
1 2.
For me,
Check
sir.
1 2. Give me a little more, please. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check. Chicken. Go. Check 1 2. Yeah, it's good. Check. I think. Check yours again, man. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. 1
Yeah,
2.
it's good.
Check 1 2. Check. Hey. I think that's good. I think I'm all right there.
That's work.
Maybe just a touch more. Check 1 2. Check. Yeah, that'll be fine.
You guys ready?
I'm going to need some more mandolin. A lot more mandolin. Check 1 2. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Can I get some more over here if I can? Come on. Yeah, that'll be fine. Thank you.
I think that's all right. Yeah.
All right, folks, the band behind me hails from Knoxville, Tennessee. Their album Strange New World was number 1 on Sirius XM Radio and number 7 overall on Sirius XM Radio. They've got those albums and other stuff for sale in the back there. Stop and see them on your way out. And that's it. Y'all make welcome my friends from Knoxville, Blue Moon Rising.
Well, I kneel here alone in this hallway, holding a picture in my hand. A blow like that can knock me down, and I wonder how I find the strength to stand. Well, she spoke of the way we've been living, and lately it's been nothing more. Yeah, she thought that her leaving wouldn't hurt me. Well, you want to see my teardrops hit the floor. Where is the girl who claimed my heart and soul? And where is the boy who once loved her? Did they grow up and turn their hearts to stone? Well, tonight I'll be lonely without her, facing a pain without end. Yeah, the voice of my darling will haunt me as I'm praying that she might love me once again. Where is the girl that claimed my heart and soul? And where is the boy who once loved her? Did they grow hearts of stone. Where is the girl who claimed my heart and soul? And where is the boy who once loved her? Did they grow up and turn their hearts to stone? Turn their hearts to stone.
She took my love and threw it down like a crumpled piece of paper on the ground. I'd go back home, but she's not there, so I'm doomed to walk the highway of despair. This highway's paved with agony, and every exit leads you into misery. No one promised life would be fair, but it's lonely on the highway of despair. I'll never know her love again. She's too busy living her new life of sin, drinking and dancing without a care, while I'm doomed to walk the highway of despair. This highway's paved with agony, and every exit leads you into misery. No one promised life would be fair, but it's lonely on the highway of despair. This highway's paved with agony, and every exit leads you into misery. No one promised life would be fair, but it's lonely on the highway of despair. No one promised life would be fair, but it's lonely on the highway of despair. Now Casey Jones was a mighty man, now he's resting in the promised land. Only music he could understand was a 6'8" driver under his command. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. Now when the driver started ringing the bell, everybody had to jump and yell. Casey Jones was a coming to town on a 6'8" driver that was burning them down. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. Casey Jones was a mighty man. Man was resting in the promised land. And only music he could understand was a 6'8" driver under his command. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. Oh, he made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line.
Thank you all so very much. How is everybody this afternoon? Yeah, y'all look as fresh as a spring cleaning. How many folks was here yesterday? How many folks is new today?
Yeah, the ones that didn't raise their hand first.
You want this microphone? I was just making sure they were cognizant and knew what they were doing by coming to a bluegrass festival on a Friday. No, it's good to see each and every one of you. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, I'll tell the guys who you are, and I'll start with the guy to my immediate left that wrote this song and become a really good friend of mine ever since I've been in the band. And, folks, he's a halfway decent person. Good songwriter, pretty good cook at times, things like that. He's a man of large appetite.
Beanie weenies.
If you were here, how many were here last year? Yeah, this guy's dropped about 60 pounds since last year, something that line. Yeah. And they say cocaine's a bad thing. I'm totally kidding. No, he's been working out and running and doing all kinds of things. He's eating well. It was funny because we first got in the band and we went to the most, awful places to eat out on the road and everything. And then all of a sudden, Chris makes his transformation and, fellas, I don't think we need to do that. It's going to, really ain't going to go over with my diet.
You should have seen the look on all of our faces the first time he said, "Man, I think I just want a salad."
Yeah. But in 2 years, the guy's dropped 85 pounds. We're real proud of that. And he's doing a fine job. He's one of the finest songwriters, guitar players, and singers in the business, folks. From Lake City, Tennessee, this is Chris West over here. Y'all make him welcome.
Thank you all so much. We appreciate that.
Got a couple of friends that I really don't know, and they really don't know me either. A girl to cheer me up when I'm feeling low. She don't know it, but I'm gonna leave her. Hound dog laying in the kudzu vine. Lord, he acts like he's glad to see me, but he'd rather run a rabbit than to hear me whine about self-inflicted pain and misery. Well, I got everything that I'll ever need, and most of all I've ever wanted. But the more that I have, the more it seems that I'll walk away feeling haunted. I remember being happy when I had no dough, had to beg, steal, lie, and borrow. And I can't tell you why, but I know that I'm never happy till I'm full of sorrow. I'm never happy till I'm full of sorrow. Stanley Brothers singing on the radio a song about a lonesome river. And in the pines where the sun never shines, always makes me want to shake and shiver. Lord, I can't help it, but I have
to cry when the music touches something in me. Twin fiddles hitting me between the eyes, bringing back a lonesome memory. Well, I got everything that I'll ever need, and most of all I've ever wanted. But the more that I have, the more it seems that I'll walk away feeling haunted. I remember being happy when I had no dough, had to beg, steal, lie, and borrow. And I can't tell you why, but I know that I'm never happy till I'm full of sorrow. I'm never happy till I'm full of sorrow. I'm never happy till I'm full of sorrow.
Thank you all. We appreciate that. That's on our latest CD that we have back there. Well, actually, our CDs aren't set up right now, but we'll set those up in just a few minutes as soon as we get off stage. If you want one, or a T-shirt or something like that, or just want to come by and chat with us for a little bit, we'll be setting up at the table back there behind, in the back of the room. And that's one of the songs that's on that newest album. And this one is too, I guess, right?
This portion of the show will also be brought to you by Peterson Tuners. Don't know if you realize this or not, but outside it's screaming hot. And these instruments have a tough time getting in here while they're tuning up there. On the end down there, if you were here yesterday, you got to meet him. He's a ball of fun. Saves a whole lot of money on razor blades, folks, because he hasn't shaved in 3 years. And yep. Looks like an overgrown 12-year-old. But he's a banjo-playing fool.
Look at that smile. Believe it or not, folks, he's in law enforcement. He's a bailiff in a court.
He can get with you. He might give me the old hi y'all when we get out of here for that statement.
He might look sweet and innocent and have that pretty 12-year-old smile, but something tells me he put a knot on somebody's head.
He makes his home in Rogersville, Tennessee. He's one of the finest banjo players you're going to hear. That's Rusty Farrell over there on the end.
When I was a young man, I thought I ruled the world. I danced with the devil, whiskey, pills, and girls. Every day gets harder, now the youth is gone. Well, I'm still here, barely hanging on. I'm still here, I never went away, clinging to my yesterday, fighting hard but not as strong. I'm still here, barely hanging on. All the hell I used to raise put mama in the grave. Sometimes late at night, Lord, I still hear her pray. Please, dear God, protect him even though he's in the wrong. Well, I'm still here, mama, barely hanging on. I know the times are coming soon when I'll run out of steam. They lay me in a box of pine and throw dirt over me.
with my guitar barely hanging on. I'm still here, I never went away, clinging to my yesterday, fighting hard but not as strong. I'm still here, barely hanging on. I'm still right here, barely hanging on. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. How many folks was here yesterday and was here for the I think Rusty's banjo just bit him.
It's probably one of those gnats outside. Them things
They're swarming.
They've been getting me. I was standing out there in that sun waiting to come on stage, and that sun boiling down on my skull bucket. It burned every bit of the hair off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's part of that weight loss program. He decided that hair was weighing him down too much. He wanted to be more aerodynamic to go along with that Cro-Magnon forehead of his.
It's like a solar panel.
Here for the banjo mandolin extravaganza that Mr. Godman over here and Rusty put on. Did y'all enjoy that?
Man, that son did get this is fiddle.
Well, dang. Wow. Yeah, what's going on with me?
What do you play, tuba?
Speaking 101. Yeah. This could be a tuba. String tuba. Something like that. On the end down here from Nashville, Tennessee, folks, he's one of the very best. That's Brandon Godman on the so-called fiddle that we'll call a mandolin. And he's got CDs back here for sale that are solo CDs. And
that's very true.
Yeah, be sure that tell them a little bit what's on that. What can they find?
Just a whole bunch of stuff.
It's good, man.
There's a really, really cute picture of me too, when I was about 19.
Is there any spoken?
I looked about like Rusty, really.
No curls though, right?
No, my mom wouldn't let me have long hair then.
Is there any spoken word on it?
Not by me.
All kinds of good fiddle on there. We'll do one called Soldier's Joy here.
Mr. Brandon Godman.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. What about a little blues? Anybody here like the blues at all?
You might have the blues.
Anybody got the blues? Them lone-hearted, depressing blues, you know, where your woman leaves you and whatnot.
Lonesome Heartbreak Woman.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Little case of that Lonesome Heartbreak Woman.
Yeah. Chris is going to do you one here that I guess I heard Doc Watson do it for the first time. Is it a...
I think it's a little bit older than Doc. I think it's like a old.
That's pretty darn old. Right?
That's pretty old. I'll tell you what, though, the guy can still do it, though. I went and seen him about a year ago, man. He was killing it.
Y'all don't tell secrets.
Yeah, I don't like it when they're behind me like that.
We're just trying to figure out words.
Oh. Learn while you earn.
All right, you ready?
A little Deep River Blues for y'all.
Well, let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more. I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along. I got them deep river blues. Well, my old gal's a good old gal, she looks like a waterfowl, but I get them deep river blues. Yeah, my old gal's got big old lips, bigger than Lay's potato chips. I got them deep river blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more. I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along. I got them deep river blues.
Sounds like Nashville right there. Now if my boat sinks with me, I'm going back, don't you see? I got them deep river blues. I'm going back to Muscle Shoals, times right there are tough, I know. I got them deep river blues. Let it rain, let it pour, let it rain a whole lot more. I got them deep river blues. Let the rain drive right on, let the waves sweep along. I got them deep river blues.
Yeah, thank you all so very much. Thank you so much. We got again, we got the 2 fingers, so we're right where we were yesterday. Till we get 3, we haven't moved up the list at all. We'll do one. Yeah, we're trying to decide what we're going to do. And the man I'm taking orders from for my right here just played some awesome Nashville guitar on that acoustic Martin of his. Awesome mandolin player, great singer. His takeoff guitar. And like I said, he's no stranger around these parts. We've been to Target today, and he knew about 15 people in there. And last night at Flounders, everybody that walked up, oh, hey, Brandon, da, 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 da. And so we have to stand there while he has these conversations in awkward silence with 4 guys around him.
I just fell asleep.
Kind of like his entourage, you know. We walk around in sport coats and sunglasses and whatnot. Security. Anyway, this is Brandon Bostic over here. Y'all make it welcome.
Folks, this fella right here playing this upright bass fiddle, the ugliest bass in bluegrass, but one of the best sounding, and does a fine job on it. Sings tenor for the band, does some great songwriting. Co-wrote some on this new CD we're going to have coming out in March, I believe. Come on, get you some of that. One of my best friends, folks. Give him a big hand, Tony Mal.
Thank you all so much. We'll do one here that's off the On the Rise record. Talks about an old-time preacher man that apparently had a lot of influence on Chris whenever he wrote this one, and one of my very favorites that the band does. This is Old Time Preacher Man.
He was just an old-time preacher man. Red overalls was all he wore. He preached the word and worked the land. Had a backbone like a 2x4. He could barely even write his name, but he knew the good book front to back. No earthly riches could he claim. He lived in an old tar paper shack. I've studied all he taught me ever since I was a kid. Following in his footsteps, watching everything he did. Now I do my best to make the whole world understand all the lessons that I've learned from the old-time preacher man. I was just a young boy, 17, when revival came to my hometown. Every word he spoke was meant for me, and I felt the power of God come down. He was there the day my mama died. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I felt so empty down inside, but he knew the words to help me through. He said, just hold on tight to Jesus, trust in him and never stray. Stay up on the straight and narrow, you'll see her again someday. There's troubled times throughout the land. There's a lot of things we ought to learn from an old-time preacher man. I've studied all he taught me ever since I was a kid. Following in his footsteps, watching everything he did. Now I do my best to make the whole world understand all the lessons that I've learned from the old-time preacher.
Thank you all so very much. This is going to do it for us. We're doing an old Merle Haggard tune here that Chris brought around. Hope you all stay for us tonight. I think it's at 6 o'clock, and hopefully I'll get all the words out, and I'll know what instruments we're playing up here by that time. I'm bluegrass in training.
I fell in love with a working girl, Lord, she sure was sweet. Met her down in a red light tavern over on Bourbon Street. Way down in the old French Quarter, bright light side of the town. Daytime life can sure get cozy, living with the shades pulled down. Living with the shades pulled down all day, loving while the world goes around. Nobody knows what all we're doing, living with the shades pulled down. Now some may get the wrong idea about the kind of man I am. I bring home my half of the bacon, picking in a guitar band. Love is all my working girl brings me, coming in off of town. Daytime life can sure get cozy, living with the shades pulled down. Living with the shades pulled down all day, loving while the world goes around. Nobody knows what all we're doing, living with the shades pulled down. Living with the shades pulled down all day, loving while the world goes around. Nobody knows what all we're doing, living with the shades pulled down. Living with the shades pulled down.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all so
Hang
much.
on, we'll see you tonight.
Let's hear it for the boys of Blue Moon Rising. Great job, guys. First class all the way. That's good music right there, folks. I don't care who you are. If you like rock and roll, you like that right there. How about another hand for Blue Moon Rising? Well, you guys having a good time at the 9th Annual Carpenters Campers White Sands Music Fest? Great. I know y'all wanting to get up and stretch and rest just a second. We got a few minutes while they're changing over bands, but I want to remind you to make sure to stop out and check our vendors out. We got a lot of vendors out here that have taken time out of their Friday to come out and set a booth up. Encourage you to go out and see them, and don't forget to check out the Farmer's Opry booth over here. I mentioned the Cincy stuff for sale. They've got plenty of those for sale and all sorts of different flavors to your liking. I mentioned also the schedule change for tomorrow night at 7:30. We've got High Cotton. I think the schedule right now says Hurricane Creek at 7:30, so if you'll make that adjustment. And then at 8:15 will be Hurricane Creek. So just insert High Cotton into your schedule tomorrow night at 7:30. Hey, we got dinner coming up. Ken, you want to turn? Yeah, here's our picture of dessert for tonight. We've got to have some chocolate pound cake tonight, so that looks delicious, and that'll be served tonight coming up here at 4:30. Thank you, Ken. And so we'll be serving those tickets. Tickets will be available right there inside the dining room door at 4:30. You can make your way in there and get in line for dinner. A lot of good stuff online tonight. We've got the smokehouse chicken, country fried pork steaks, macaroni and cheese, peas and beans, fried okra, rolls, and dessert. Try to get that in New York City. No way, right? Wouldn't get it. Good stuff. I want to mention also about the talking, if you don't mind, if you're inside the building in the first, 20 or 30 rows, if you could hold the talking to a minimum or just slip outside and chat with your friend there, we'd appreciate that just to kind of keep the noise down while folks are enjoying the show. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Correction. Tickets are at the cash register for the dinner tonight rather than in the dining room door. That's a change from last night. You'll want to get your tickets by the front door tonight. So stop back there and see them for that. Hey, we got the First Choice Home Improvement guys out here. I just had a chance to talk to them and ask them if they had any show specials, and they do. If you're looking to put new windows in your house, they've got buy 3 windows, get 1 free. And as you guys know, those nice windows can be kind of pricey, so they've got that special going on this week. That's First Choice Home Improvement, buy 3 windows, get 1 free. They've also got a drawing that they're going to do tomorrow. I think they're talking about possibly doing a drawing for a goodie bag that's out there, and I've got one of their slips in here with me. So stop out there and see their booth. They've got these slips you can fill out, put it in their box, and they'll have a drawing for that. We'll do it probably tomorrow here at the Opry House, but go ahead and register for that. You guys have seen these pictures I've been putting up on our site here on the screens. That's our Facebook page. Make sure you check that out sometime this weekend or next week. We'd appreciate if you want to just make a note, say, hey, we were out at the White Sands Festival, had a great time. We'd appreciate that if other folks see that, and encourages them to come out. So take a few minutes and just sign our Facebook page or visit our website at farmersopry.com. We've got a guest book there. Encourage you to sign that also. Or if you're feeling ambitious, you can do both. That would be great. We've got tons of pictures that are posted out there. My Aunt Shirley, we've introduced her yesterday. She's our photographer. She'll be taking pictures every day this week. So if you see her, get a snapshot of your friends and family together. You'll find that on our website posted next week. She'll have a different page for each day. So yesterday will be a full set of pictures along with today and tomorrow. So a lot of great bands still on tap for today. The group you just heard, Blue Moon Rising, will be back on the stage at 6 o'clock. That's immediately after dinner. And they're going to do my favorite song that sets, one called He Arose. Great gospel song that Chris West wrote. And looking forward to hearing them back. True Grass, who you heard just before Blue Moon Rising. True Grass will be back at 7:30 tonight. And looking forward to them coming up. And then one more show before dinner with Southern Gentlemen at 4 o'clock. So lots of great bluegrass tonight still to come. If you haven't done so yet, encourage you to pick up a flyer in the back for the Classic Country Music Show. We'll probably sell campsites out pretty quick for that. So if you weren't here last year, go ahead and stop by the register in the back and let them know that you're interested in attending and at least reserve your spot for the time being. And if you were here last year, we kept your spot for you, so you're already on the books back there. So just make sure you let them know that you're interested in attending that second annual Classic Country Music Festival. It's going to be a good time. Got the $1 Million Band from Nashville, Tennessee coming up for that. By the way, just a side note, that also corresponds with the J Peanut Festival. If anybody's been to the Peanut Festival, has anybody been to the J Peanut Festival? It's a great time. It's the same time of year, the same weekend as the Classic Country Show. So you can go up there and grab some peanuts, come back here and enjoy some classic country music. It'll be a great time for our community. Now, these boys right here travel in style. Y'all see that big yellow bus out back? I had a chance to go see that thing, and I crawled up in there, and it was cool. They had that air conditioner going. I said, I might just take a nap right here. So while they're playing, I'm going to go sleep on their bunk bed.
It's a good place to do it.
It's a good place, right? Need a little monitor up here for him, yeah? On a mandolin? Good? That's good. You good, Dave?
Check 2 1 2. You can bring the guitar down in the monitors a little bit.
Hey.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. It's good, the monitor. Bring four up.
4 up.
Okay.
This band behind me hails from Central Kentucky, and I learned something new about them a second ago. I didn't know that David's father, Don, actually played on the Beverly Hillbillies studio work. So all that banjo work you heard during the show there, that was his father, Don. That's a pretty incredible story. I didn't know that. I said, well, how long have you guys been together? And he said, well, David and I have been together 40 years, which is incredible because we're only 33 years old. So I thought that was a pretty neat story.
We knew what we wanted to do from day one.
They knew what you wanted to do a long time ago. That's a good deal. They'll be over in Roxborough, North Carolina next week at a bluegrass festival. So if you guys are up around that part, you'll see them. Got some CDs for sale. You guys got those with you?
Sure do.
You do? Okay, so CDs. So pay for that gas money on that bus. You need help paying for that, right? So y'all stop and pick some up.
We need a lot of help with that.
We need a lot of gas money. They were nominated for the 1995 Emergent Group of the Year for IBMA. Y'all won it. I'm sorry. I got a bunch of nominations and won. They won that Emergent Group of the Year in 1995 IBMA.
We're just kids.
They were just kids. They were barely 10 years old. What they tell me. All right, boys from Central Kentucky, y'all make welcome my friends David Parmley and Continental Divide.
There'll always be a rocking chair around her home, fire burning in the hearth when the nights are long. Apple trees and dogwood bloom where I come from. Work with the sun, the blazing moon when the day is done. Children playing in our yard on an old tire swing, making memories of their own for a simple thing. I see myself every day in all the things we share. There'll always be a rocking chair around our home. Grandma's old photographs from days of old have a place in our hearts and in our home. I see myself every day in all shed.
There'll always be a rocking chair around our home.
There'll always be a rocking chair around her home. Fire burning in the hearth when the nights are long. I see myself every day in all the things we share.
There'll always be a rocking chair around our home.
Well, thank you. We'll get that in for you in just a minute, okay? Can you turn the fiddle down in the monitors just a little bit? I tell you, he's loud anyway, and you've got him real loud up here. It's all about the fiddle with that guy. How many people were here last year when we were here? Well, there ain't no introduce. We don't even need to introduce nobody, I don't guess. We're all still the same. Can you believe that? A band that will go a whole year and still have the same people in it. What's up with that? You know how I do that? I get them all owing me money. They can't leave because they ain't paid me back yet, see? That's why I do that. Well, it sure is good to see everybody. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our fiddle player, though. He gets his feelings hurt if you don't tell him who he is. So, look at him.
I'm stepping up to the plate right now.
Look at him. He's got on his daddy's shirt.
And his mama's pants.
Well, I wasn't going to
Y'all
say
like
that
my
part.
shirt?
I wasn't going to say that part, but that's okay. He's from a small town called Caneyville, Kentucky, and I think he's one of the best fiddle players in the business. He's a good showman and a good guy to travel with. Mr. Steve Day, would you make him welcome?
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
We got a lot of requests we're going to try to get to this set. You know, he mentioned he was from Caneyville, Kentucky. Yeah. Nothing ever happens in Caneyville except a couple of months ago a big tornado blew through there and tore things up pretty bad. And tore down the oldest grain silo in the whole area there and made the CNN News. Behind
and Fox.
That's right. Behind an old boiler there, they found the decomposed remains of a human being, just the skeleton there, and they took the bones up to Frankfort, Kentucky, the state capital there, and took them to the forensics lab. About 3 weeks later, they announced they found out who it was. It was a 1937 Czechoslovakian hide-and-seek champion of the world.
Do tell.
Might I say, undefeated. Exactly right. That's exactly right, darn. She loved it. He loved it. Do you song that some folks wanted to hear right now is off of a couple of albums ago. It's an old train song. Goes like this right here. 2, 3.
Well, I used to live like the road the rest loved to ramble wild and free. Never met a woman who could put a spell on me. Living like a gypsy, so much to explore. My picture window to the world was like an open boxcar door.
Train rolls, whistle blows, high lonesome sound.
Find a night out, pack it right like the next train leaving town.
Like the next train leaving town.
I thought that I could live without a full-time woman's touch. But the love that you've shown me has proved to be too much. When you're not in my arms, this one-way track leaves me blue. Derailed from life's crossroads, stationed next to you. Train rolls, whistle blows, hellos some sound. By the night I'm packing right like the next train leaving town. Like the next train leaving town. Train rolls, whistle blows, hellos some sound. By the night I'm packing right like the next train leaving town. Like the next train leaving town. Like the next train leaving town. Like the next train leaving. You can bring the monitors back a little more if you want to. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Let me introduce the oldest gentleman on stage to you right now.
Come up here, Matt.
Since we were here last year, Randy became a papa again.
I don't mean grandpa.
No, we don't mean grandpa. He's going to be one of those in July. But his wife, they found the cure for menopause, I guess. They've added to the family. Yes. You know the thing that's really cool about it though? Randy was to the point in life that he was
thinking about retiring.
That he was wearing Depends. I don't know a nicer way to say it. But since the baby has been born, he's found out he likes Huggies a lot better. Okay? And the thing that's cool about it is when he goes shopping, he can get one from each side of the aisle now. And he just adult, children, and hey, you ought to hear the stories we tell on everybody in the bus. It's really bad on that bus, I tell you. If the bus could talk.
Yeah, the wife thought it was a big deal that, well, this would be convenient. She said Dad and the baby would be in diapers at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're going to have our banjo player step up here and play one. I was introducing Randy, but we'll just go to the banjo player. Randy, he's been around so long, everybody knows him.
I'll be gone soon anyway.
No, he's from the... Can you hear that squealing in the monitors? Okay. He's from the state of California.
Well, that explains it.
And closest thing I have to a brother in this world. Would you welcome Randy Graham to the stage? Over here on the 5-string banjo, we have a gentleman who's going to play this next tune for you. And, son.
The closest thing you have to a son.
Anyways, going to play the tune called Shucking the Corn for you.
That's a song that Josh learned from the master of the five-string banjo, a pioneer that we just lost here earlier part of the month, Earl Scruggs. And I don't think there's a banjo player in the world that knows anything about banjo playing that didn't model their playing somewhat after Earl Scruggs. And he's going to be one that they'll never be able to replace.
That's right.
She likes Earl, too. Going to do a song right now that we'll have our guitar player sing for you right now. He's been nominated I don't know how many zillion times for Male Vocalist of the Year. One of these days you're going to win that thing. Huh?
I'm gonna be retired by then.
He also, in addition to singing a good bluegrass song, sings a ballad about as good as one can be sung. We'd like to demonstrate why we think he's more than capable of doing that. He, too, was born in Southern California. It wasn't his fault either. His daddy moved out there from south central Kentucky to seek his fame and fortune, and as the MC mentioned, did that to a large degree, even with a banjo in his hand. He played for long, prosperous years with the Beverly Hillbillies TV show, and you never got to see his face, but you heard him play. Every time Jethro would push Ellie Mae in the cement pond, Don would do something like this right here. Show him what he did. Sploosh. And collect a big check, $97.50. For 9 years, millions of them. Had them in a trash sack, never cashed one of them. Finally took them down, retired, took them down, cashed them all. Took the money to the Mercedes-Benz store and bought a stretch limo. Pretty heady stuff from a guy from Monticello, Kentucky. Got feeling bad about it, took it home and cut the back of it off and made it into a pickup truck. Didn't want the neighbor to think that he'd got above his raisins. But he raised up one good, excellent singer, and we'd like you to make him welcome right now. He's going to sing a song that was originally recorded by the late, great Lefty Frizzell. Y'all remember Lefty down here in Florida? We'd like you to make him welcome. Mr. David Parmley right here on the old guitar.
I can't stand to see a good man go to waste. One who never combs his hair or shaves his face. A man who leans on wine over love that's told lies. Oh, it tears me up to see a grown man cry. So I never go around mirrors. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No. Because I got a heartache to hide. I can't stand to be where heartaches hang around. It's so easy for the blues to get me down. To see a grown man cry, it's more than I can stand. I can't look into the eyes of half a man. So I never go around mirrors. I can't stand to see me without you by my side. No, I never go around mirrors because I've got a heartache to hide, and it tears me up to see a grown man cry. Thank you.
I never go around mirrors. Our fiddle player sings too. Not well, but a little iffy. It's be a good time to start the bus. Going to have him step up and sing you a song right now that I think he's recorded it at least once, maybe twice. I don't know.
No, just once.
Just once?
Yeah, I had you to help me on this.
He's been on a Stanley Brothers tear here the last couple of records, and y'all like the Stanley Brothers down here? Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you bear me over to Britney Spears?
Ralph's never sounded better, has
Thank
he?
you. Steve will sing you one right now that the immortal Carter Stanley wrote. Does a good job. If I do say so myself, can't say it, but the thought was sincere. Steve Day is going to sing you one right now called
Darling, say, won't you be mine? 1, 2, 3. Can't you hear the night birds cry? Can't you hear the lonesome dove singing, Paul, you come back, darling, to the only one you love. Meet me out on that mountain underneath the lonesome pine where we vowed we loved each other. Darling, say, won't you be mine? Where the mountain laurels bloom and the wild blossom blow, there we found we loved each other in our childhood long ago. Meet me out on that mountain underneath the lonesome pine where we vowed we loved each other. Darling, say, won't you be mine? There I left my little darling. Lord, I wanted for so long. Many nights I prayed to see her, and now I'm on my way back home. Meet me out on that mountain underneath the lonesome pine where we vowed we loved each other. Darling, say, won't you be mine? Meet me out on that mountain underneath the lonesome pine, where we vowed we loved each other. Darling, say, won't you be mine?
Steve Day, darling, say, won't you be mine? We've never done a show anywhere. We haven't done some gospel singing. Y'all enjoy quartet singing, I hope. That's what we grew up playing and singing. Dad Parmley was probably the best teacher in the world. If we had a nickel for every time he stopped us and said, whoop, 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 that is not right. That is not right. He'd be a richer man than he already is. This country is in need of some gospel singing, I think. Things are in pretty bad shape, aren't they? Things have sure changed a lot. When I was a kid, you could actually watch television with your kids. Whew. Don't tell them what you get, Back then we had Bob Hope. We had Johnny Cash. Now we got a new administration, and we got no hope and no cash. Just kidding. Better watch myself. Look what happened to Ted Nugent.
I know it, yeah.
Been out here talking to me pretty soon.
Yeah, them black cars will show up, buddy.
Well, we enjoy lifting our voices to the Lord, and we'll introduce our bass singer right now. He's also our bass player. He's one of the finest bass singers and a great bass player. Good guy to travel with. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee, and we'd like you to make him welcome. Certainly one of the best in this business, even though he's a young'un. Mr. Matt Wallace. Say hi to Matt right here. Here's an oldie but a goodie. It's called Angels Rock Me to Sleep.
My heart is sad, my soul is weary, while sailing o'er life's rugged main. The clouds are dark, the day is dreary, it seems all earthly hopes in vain. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love, in the cradle of love.
Bear me over the deep,
bear me over the deep, to the heaven above, to the heaven above. When the shadow shall fall, when the shadow shall fall, and the Savior shall call, and the Savior shall call. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love. There is no earthly friend to guide me, no one to point to heaven's door. But Christ the Savior stand beside me, to cheer and comfort my poor soul. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love, in the cradle of love.
bear me over the deep,
Bear me over the deep, to the heaven above, to the heaven above. When the shadow shall fall, and the Savior shall call, and the Savior shall call. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love. At last the harbor I am nearing, I see the lights along the shore. I hear my friends in loved ones cheering, I'll soon be safe forevermore. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love, in the cradle of love.
bear me over the deep,
Bear me over the deep, to the heaven above, to the heaven above. When the shadow shall fall,
when the shadow shall
fall, and the Savior shall call, and the Savior shall call. Angel rock me to sleep, angel rock me to sleep, in the cradle of love.
Before we will do you one more and move on to something else, here's one that we actually wrote a couple of years back.
How many people out here
get RFD channel in their motorhomes or at home or anything. Well, we'll be on the Cumberland Highlanders this Saturday night. I think it's right after the Marty Stewart show.
They saved the best for last.
Anyways, we're on that portion of the show this coming Saturday night. So if you're at home watching or in your RV watching, you'll get to see us again.
No charge.
No charge, that's right. Huh? No.
Have them hire us. We love to work it.
Tell them they need to get us down there sometime.
Larry who? Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary. Don't get Gary. Face little Larry. It's all right.
Well.
Tell them about us.
So Steve can buy some more ladies' breeches.
That's right, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I do.
We have trouble. Security, could we remove this man?
I know. I've lost control somewhere. I don't know what happened. Here we go.
Get right or get left, don't sit or don't you know. Go up or go down to the one that dwells below. Stay back or forward, the choice is yours alone. Get right or get left when he calls his children home.
Brother, take this warning before it is too late.
And Judgment Day waits just outside those pearly gates.
Your days on earth are numbered the day your life began.
It's never been a question if the only question's when. Get right or get left, don't sit or don't you know. Go up or go down to the one that dwells below. Stay back or forth, the choice is yours alone. Get right or get left when he calls his children home.
Friends and loved ones gone before are also toward the line.
And beckon you to join them there just on the other side.
So make your preparations, don't wait another day.
Reach out and take your Savior's hand, He'll guide you all the way. Get right or get left, don't sit or don't you know. Go up or go down to the one that dwells below. Stay back or forth, the choice is yours alone. Get right or get left when He calls His children home. Get right and don't get left, don't sit or bad, don't you know. Go up and don't go down to the one that dwells down below. Stay back or forward, the choice is yours and yours alone. Get right and don't get left when He calls His children home. Get right and don't get left when He calls His children home.
Folks, we got time to do about one more, and that'll shoot up all the shells for the old Continental Divide, Mountain Valley, River Rambler Ranch boys. If there's anything you'd like to hear on the next go-round, I think we've recorded about 40 albums now, pretty close to it anyway. If there's anything you'd like to hear off one of those, if we know it, we'll get it on the program. Even if we don't know it, we'll maybe try a verse or a chorus of it. Off the White House record? We'll work on that. We'll do kind of a quick one here in video. We'll have our CDs in the back. Sorry to say we don't have any T-shirts this year. We lost our shirts. Nah. Want to play one or you want to sing one?
I don't care. Would you like to hear another fiddle tune? What would you like to hear? Nobody didn't clap for the fiddle. Uh-oh. You're going to see a big grown baby cry here in a few minutes here. Home is where the heart is. How about that?
Okay, I know my part.
All right. nestled in a pine tree in the mountain. Down along the road looks away. There are no mighty road mothers waiting, and I know she always will. Home is where the heart is, they tell me. Many try to travel a lonesome road. They'll never find a pal as true as mother. They'll never find a place as sweet as home. Many years ago, left my old home. I started out to ramble all around. If I get back to where I come from, gonna build little home, settle down. Home is where the heart is, they tell me. Many try to travel that lonesome road. They'll never find a pal as true as mother. They'll never find a place as sweet as home. Home is where the heart is, they tell me. Many try to travel a lonesome road. They'll never find a pal as true as mother. They'll never find a place as sweet as home. Thank you so very much for being so kind to us this afternoon. We'll see you back tonight about 9 o'clock. If there's something you'd like to hear us do, please let us know. We'll do it the best we can. We'll get your song next set, okay? Thank you. Thank you all very much. We'll see you in a little bit.
Let's hear it for the boys of David Parmley and Continental Divide. Great job, guys. Thank y'all. Wonderful. Wonderful bluegrass music. Isn't that fun right there? That's great stuff, guys. That's tight bluegrass right there. You won't hear that anywhere else but Shamuckla this weekend, I guarantee it. Hey, one more hand for David Parmley and Continental Divide. We got Southern Gentlemen coming up right now, and then right after that, we've got dinner. And I've been back there checking it out, and it looks good. Got those fried pork chops. They're out there battering those things up right now, and they look delicious. And we'll be serving those up here in just a few minutes at 4:30. So just to let you know, we're going to get into that in just a second. Then also we got smokehouse chicken tonight. If you like smoked chicken, we've got that. It is good stuff. We serve it here every weekend at the Farmer's Opry. So if you enjoy what you have tonight, come back and see us any weekend. We're open every Friday and Saturday night, so I encourage you to come back and bring your friends and enjoy a great weekend and everything. So y'all having a good time this weekend so far with some great music. A lot more to come. A lot more good stuff to come. After dinner, we got Blue Moon Rising at 6 o'clock, and then the Wayfarers coming up at 6:45. You heard them today at 1 o'clock. Then True Grass again at 7:30, and then this band that's on the stage behind me will be back again at 8:15, and then Continental Divide will wrap it up tonight at 9 o'clock. We are streaming these shows live right here on the stage, so if you've got some friends and family that couldn't be here, let them know they can watch the show live right now at farmersopry.com. Tell them to get on there and check that out. They can find information about that on our website, and then also check it out at our Facebook page. We've got a Facebook page if you want to get on there and sign that. Encourage you to do that also. So take time and let us know you're enjoying the show. You got an iPad right here in the second row. So I guess your Wi-Fi is working, right? Really? Ah. Oh, you got 3G. Well, we got Wi-Fi in here if you want to hook it up. Oh, you just found it. Okay, good. Good. Well, it's a good-looking group right here. I'm just kidding. Okay. Y'all need a pretty girl in the group or something, I tell you what. Y'all smart like us. We done got 2 girls in our group. We figured out. Folks won't throw stuff at you if you got a girl and a young girl. They quit throwing things at that part right there. So I heard these guys tuning up, and they are ready to go. They sound great. And looking forward to hearing them tonight. Don't forget to sign up for the Classic Country Music Festival in the back. If you want to get on our mail out for that, you can sign up for that. And we've got that information back there in the back, so go ahead and make plans to sign up for that. That's October 4, 5, and 6. World-class million-dollar musicians right here on the stage at the Farmers Opry. We did it last year. We had Charlie McCoy from Hee Haw. We had Brent Mason, world-class guitarist from Nashville, Tennessee. He'll be back again that weekend. We're looking forward to that. So that's October 4, 5, and 6, and you can pick up a flyer back there in the back, all kinds of good information on that flyer, and I've got one here if I can get it open. Yeah, Doug Jernigan, also steel guitar player from Pensacola, Florida, studio musician, lives up in Nashville now. He'll be here for that festival, along with Becky Henson on the bass guitar, and, man, she is something else. Does a great job on the bass guitar. Johnny Carpenter on fiddle, and, of course, Lamar Morris, who played for Hank Williams Jr. for many years, was his band leader, will be here for that show as well, coming up in October. And so make plans to be here. We're going to have a lot of great performances from different artists. Some members of the Sawmill Band will be singing that weekend, along with some other artists who we're bringing in, artists that you might not have heard too much about, but that have done well and have great classic country roots. They'll be up here singing that weekend, so we're looking forward to that. And then I've mentioned a few times on Saturday of that event, the 6th of October, we'll have our Classic Country Car Show put on by the Panhandle Cruisers. If you've got a classic car, let us know. We'll get you entered into that. Also brought to you by Carpenter's Campers. But go ahead and get your name on that list out there, and we got some flyers in the back for that event, so make sure you sign up for it and get ready for the Fall Festival here at the Farmers Opry House. And if you've got a camper, of course, I encourage you to bring your motorhome out and stay that weekend with us. So, well, this weather's nice. They were calling for rain, but I guess the rain heard about the festival and it left. So that's good news. That's what we want to hear. Well, I had a chance to talk with this band behind me before we got them up here. This is their 7th trip to the White Sands Festival, so they're veterans of our show here, and glad to have them back again for the 7th time. And they come from the Montgomery-Prattville area. And how many folks are from the Pensacola, greater Pensacola area around here? Yeah. So just a few weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago, the Blue Wahoos played the Montgomery Biscuits, and so I had a chance to ask Jimmy about that, and he said, yeah, he said, I'm a big Montgomery Biscuits fan. I did not bring up the fact that we won. I was waiting to get him on stage to bring that up, so I'm sorry to bring that up, Jimmy. They play them again tonight, so that's good. That's good. They've got a beautiful stadium up there in Montgomery. They'll be over at Pensacola State College Milton campus. They'll be over there playing next week, so y'all stop by and see them over there at PSC Milton. They got a table in the back with some CDs and shirts for sale, so stop back there next to the Blue Moon Rising booth and check them out. They got a website. It's a long name, Southern Gentleman Bluegrass Band.com.
Can you get that in harmonica?
Boy, I love a dobro. I hadn't heard a lot of dobros this weekend.
I think we're good.
You ladies ready?
Yes.
All right.
Skirt up a little.
Y'all had a chance to introduce them from Montgomery, Prattville area. Y'all make welcome Southern Gentlemen.
1, 2, 3, 4. up with me. For he who travels fastest goes along. I like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road there's always one who says, I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. All righty, thank you very much. On and on. Traveling down this long, lonesome highway, I'm so lonesome I could cry. Memories of how we once loved each other, and now you are saying goodbye. On and on, I follow my daughter, and I wonder where she can be. On and on, I follow my daughter, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. I've cried for you, little darling. It breaks my heart to hear your name. My friends, they also love you, my darling, and they think that I am the same. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. I had to follow you, little darling. I can't sleep when the sun goes down. By your side is my destination. Road is clear, and that's where I'm bound. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on, I follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Thank you. Thank you very much. How about them this morning? I woke this morning from a lovely dream and looked around this lonely room of mine. Somewhere in the distance to me it seemed church bells were ringing this morning at night. Bitter tears I'm shedding all because of you. I'm like a lonely prisoner serving his time. Thinking of the days when love was true, but you wed another this morning at night. morning at 9. There's an iron curtain, darling, that's between your heart and mine. And it seems it's getting stronger all the time. You don't want me, you don't need me, but I'll keep on hanging round. And I know someday my love will tear that iron curtain down. Don't be afraid to love me, for I know it will last. Darling, is it wrong to judge me for someone in your past? You don't want me, you don't need me, but I'll keep on hanging round. And I know someday my love will tear that iron curtain down. Someone hurt you in the past, dear, and the memories linger on. But to live your life in darkness is a sin. If you'd only let me love you, then your heartaches will be gone. Let my loving heart become your iron curtain from now on. Don't be afraid to love me, for I know it will last. Darling, is it wrong to judge me from someone in your past? You don't want me, you don't need me, but I'll keep on hanging round. And I know someday my love will tear that iron curtain down. All righty, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We'd like to get old Mike to come up and do another kickoff tune for us.
Mike will need a second.
He's pilfering around in his pocket.
Uh-oh.
Just for a second, I'll have to go ahead and introduce the folks to you up here. On the man dressed in black down there playing the dobro from Prattville, Alabama, Mr. John Naramore right there. John's the oldest member of our group, and he does not buy green bananas. Standing right next to him on the banjo from Montgomery, Alabama, Mr. Mike Mason. If you will, make him feel welcome. Standing in front of him and holding the guitar and doing a mighty good job on some lead singing and baritone. From Prattville, Mr. Andrew Darby right there. On the other guitar over here from Milton, Florida. Good to have him playing with us again. And round two for Jamie.
Round two.
Jimmy Crane from Milton, Florida. And from Prattville, Alabama. On the bass, Mr. Dave Wilfing. Make him feel welcome.
And from the Flashing Light in Flatwoods, Alabama.
Yeah.
Mr. Jimmy Dale Lofton.
Thank you. That's the Southern Gentleman for you. We're going to keep on going before our 5 o'clock shadow comes up on us. We've got about 30 minutes to play for you. Here's where we might kick off Blue Night.
Blue night, I got you on my mind. Blue night.
Well, we used to walk, now we walk alone with the picking heart, 'cause my love is gone blue night. Blue as I can appreciate that. All right, we're going to get Jamie to come up and do the lead on a song for you. You might. Looks like water. Does it look like water? It's supposed to look like water. I'll never tell. We'd like to do you an old Merle Haggard song right here. He was probably one of the best bluegrass writers of all time. This is one that I recorded with Sand Mountain Boys some years ago. Y'all probably remember them guys, or some of them anyway. We're going to get old Mike Mason to step up here and kick this one off for you.
Let's get old Mike up.
This is one called You Don't Have Very Far to Go. You always find a way to hurt my pride. If I'm not crying, you're not satisfied. I don't know why you long to hurt me so. But if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. You don't have very far to go before the heartaches begin. I already feel the sadness of a heartbreak setting in. You're turning down the flame of love too low. But if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. You don't have very far to go before the heartaches begin. I already feel the sadness of a heartbreak setting in. You can love me and still love to hurt me so. But if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. But if you're trying to break my heart, you don't have very far to go. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Gee, I guess. Jimmy, you gonna sing one for us? Let's get Andrew to do it. Who's gonna sing this? Andrew is. Andrew. Yeah, this is a good old classic right here. And Mike's gonna kick us one off too, I guess. Spring away. Please. East Virginia, North Carolina I did go. There I met a fair young lady, and her name I do not know. Oh, her hair was dark and curly, and her cheeks were rosy red. On her breast she wore white linen, where I longed to lay my head. The ocean's deep and I can't wade it, and I have no wings to fly. I'll just get me a blue-eyed boatman for to roll me over the tide. I don't want your greenback dollar, I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your love, darling. Say you'll take me back again. I'll go back to East Virginia, North Carolina ain't my home. I'll go back to East Virginia, leave those North Carolinians alone.
All righty, thank you. Okay, we got a brand new CD back there, probably new to this area, and I wrote a couple of songs on it. This is one of the, I think, number 11.
Number 11 on the
Yes.
list.
For some reason or another, 11 comes to mind. It may be my order at Mexico Typico, I'm not sure.
I thought it was a D.
Yeah, it is.
Just D. Yeah.
Here's one called Meet Me Over the Blue. Meet me over the blue someday, my darling, when the last sun goes down for me. I'll be waiting for you beside the river. Hand in hand, we will stroll eternally. When shadows fall in the springtime on the mountain, the quiet of night lies so still among the trees. The memory of your smile will last forever, and your voice in the soft, gentle breeze. Meet me over the blue someday, my darling, when the last sun goes down for me. I'll be waiting for you beside the river. Hand in hand, we will stroll eternally. In this life we made our vows to one another. A truer love like our love could not be found. To be apart for a while brings such sweet sorrow, as we lay neath the cold lonely ground. Meet me over the blue someday, my darling, when the last sun goes down for me. I'll be waiting for you beside the river. Hand in hand, we will stroll eternally.
Meet me over the blue someday, my darling, when the last sun goes down for me. I'll be waiting for you beside the river. Hand in hand, we will stroll eternally. Hand in hand, we will stroll eternally. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Up there around the Greenville, Georgiana area, an old fella back in the, before my time, I will say that, wrote several songs, and this just happens to be a gospel tune. I believe that we would put that in a category for that. We hope you like it. One called The House of Gold. People steal, they cheat and lie for wealth and what it will buy. Don't they know on the judgment day their gold and silver will melt away? I'd rather be in a deep dark grave and to know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and do my soul. What good is gold and silver too if your heart's not pure and true? Sinner, hear me when I say, fall down on your knees and pray. I'd rather be in a deep dark grave and to know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and do my soul than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and do my soul. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's another song right here that Jimmy Dale and them's got recorded on their CD. Be doing some more of those off of this weekend, and that's a good one right here, a good old rockin' country song that they play in bluegrass here. You gonna sing this one for them, Jimmy Dale? I will. You hold the gun on me. I will. I hope so. This is one called Carolina. Oh, I'm sorry, John. What have you lost back there? Uh-oh. You're not taking your pills, are you? He's got some of them mind tablets. Keeps him straightened out. What do you think, John? We got it like you like it right now, brother? Certainly. All right.
She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And she spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she talked of trails she walked up far above the timberline. From that night on, I knew I'd ride song with Carolina in the pine. There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter the 21st, and the full moon in the last week brings a fullness to this earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork for the world's heart or mind. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. As the frost shows on the window and the wood stove smokes and glows, as the fire glows, we will warm our souls, watching rainbows in the cold. And we'll talk of trails we walked on far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. All righty, thank you. Old Michael Mark Murphy tune. We got a gospel CD back there, and it's all gospel. Got to be.
That's it's called gospel CD.
Yeah. But anyway, I wrote the title cut to that song, that CD back there, and we got Jamie to record it with us the first time around. And he did a mighty fine job, and we're tickled to have him back with us at this time. And we just felt right for him to do that song for today, and it's called A Mansion for Two. Off somewhere beyond the blue is a city of pure delight. The streets are paved with gold, and the sky is always bright. I'm going to that city to see the one I love, and we'll never more be parted in our mansion up above. In that city up above, just around the river bend, where hearts are never parted and time will never end. I can see my loved one waiting in a mansion built for two. We'll always be together somewhere beyond the blue.
In this land beyond the blue, you'll find no sorrow there, where joy awaits the calling, the beauties beyond compare. Just to be in that number will mean so much to me. I'll be living in that city with the one I long to see. In that city up above, just around the river bend, where hearts are never parted and time will never end. I can see my loved one waiting in our mansion built for two. We'll always be together somewhere beyond the blue. We'll always be together somewhere beyond the blue. All right, good line, brother, and close it out.
Thank you. And that's on our gospel CD back there, and it's all gospel. Did I mention that?
I think you did mention
We
all
got 4
that.
CDs back there, and you can just come back there and just look at them if you don't want to buy any. But there's always a chance you might have bought one.
They
So
said
don't-
they're not all gospel.
They're not all gospel. Matter of fact, that's the only gospel one.
Is this going to be a gospel number here, Jimmy Dale?
Yeah. We got this one recorded too. And for you who don't know it, this mandolin is all new to me.
How long have you been playing that?
Well, I'm going to say about 4 months.
You going to say that?
I'm going to say that. So ain't nothing guaranteed on this mandolin, no warranty or nothing, whatever I do on it tonight for you. We're going to get Mike to kick this one off if you're Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get on your knees and right in that room. Then you'll be singing that old time song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Oh, let me tell you, brother, if you want to know. For some days coming back again, you know. If that wrong ain't right and you'll be lost in sin. Get in line, brother, he will take you in. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get on your knees and right in that room. Then you'll be singing that old time song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Let me tell you, Satan, I am riding that road. Got a one-way ticket and I'm going home. I've got no worries as I sing this song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get on your knees and right in that road. Then you'll be singing that old time song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Let me tell you, brother, just how I feel. Then I'm sure you'll know the love of God is real. And you'll be praying as I sing this song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get on your knees and right in that wrong. Then you'll be singing that old time song. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get in line, brother, if you want to go home. Get on your knees and right in that room. Then you'll be singing that old time song.
Get in line, brother,
if you want to go home. Thank y'all very much.
I'll give it up for my friends, the Southern Gentlemen. Boy, they sounded great, didn't they? Great job, guys. We'll see them back again this evening. How about another round of applause for Southern Gentlemen? Yes. All right, folks, it's dinner time. Dinner is served. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you can purchase that by the front door. If you do have your ticket, just walk in the dining room back door back there, and they'll get you hooked up with your plates and everything you need. We'll be back in here at 6 o'clock, and look forward to seeing you guys back. We're going to play a slideshow throughout this time. If you're interested in getting your business on that slideshow, just give me a call, let me know, and we'll entertain your sponsorship for the slideshow. So we'll see you back in here at 6 o'clock.
Just pack your bags and hit the road, don't even say goodbye. In the court of love, the jury's back and the verdict has come in. The evidence against you says your case was mighty thin. The judge gave his decision and he said that I'd be free. So you'll spend a lifetime without me. Don't tell me you love me when you know it ain't true. I'm tired of the cheating and the things that you do. Don't tell me you're sorry